So, I had a thought occur to me earlier today. And it basically goes down to how many people read their Bible daily. Whether it be a verse, a chapter, something. Because the time is now. I mean, I look around and people always sit there and go, why me, why me? Why did God allow this to happen to me? Well, I saw something where it said, sometimes it's not so much about you or God allowing things to happen to you, but maybe God's challenging you in your faith in Him. Because I was thinking about this, where a lot of people, especially cessationists, those that stop believing in the gifts. I have a particular interest and problem with all of you. Because show me in the Bible where it ended. Because yeah, you're going to point to Timothy 1 and 2, but then why is it an island full of believers, where Paul was, we're getting saved and getting healed? Why are we still seeing miracles today? Because if one of the gifts is teaching, then the church needs to be disbanded. Because that's a gift. So you can't have that gift of teaching. And you always want to compare it to a cluster of grapes. You know, a lot of you don't fully understand the Bible. You just regurgitate what somebody else around taught you, which is the whole school system in general, especially here in the United States. There's no more critical thinking. And if you do think outside the box, you're in trouble. Maybe I was one of the fortunate ones that I didn't grow up in church. And honestly, I'm probably better off for it, because I didn't get stuck in the whole rigidity of religion. If anything, it was the opposite. I was allowed to explore, if you will, and find God on my own terms. You know, I know many people that grew up in the church and they don't agree with that. They think what I do is wrong. And I'm like, no, it's not. Because if you look, how many people that are Muslim are now finding Jesus? Jesus is coming to them. And people don't understand it, but I do. See, the problem with the American church, hang on. The American church lost its way. Sorry about that interruption. And what do I mean by that? Very simple. Saved on Sunday, sin on Monday, Tuesday, get saved, repent on Wednesday, sin Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and repeat the cycle. Wash, lather, rinse, repeat. I don't know of many people in the American church that really read the Bible. And then I see these videos on social media about how these churches are treating the Bible. And people wonder why no one respects Christianity. Why should they? You can't even respect your own book. You can't even respect your own building. You created a mockery of everything. Somebody else I know posted, oh, you know, I'm shy, God forgive me. Well, I'm sorry. Jesus told us to be bold. Yeah, we're supposed to go out there and be bold as lions, gentle as lambs, but sly as serpents. Because if we know, and we do like Joshua did in the Old Testament, yeah, Joshua. I'm going to go back a little bit farther than David, because David's the easy one. But Joshua, think about it. Joshua didn't, when he went up to the hills, saw the promised land, he didn't bow down. He came back and says, yo, we can take them. God's with us. We can take them. But else cowered. Maybe this is my way of trying to reach someone somewhere out there. You know? Because I may not be a very good witness to people in front, but my testimony is my testimony. Maybe one day I'll share it. Lustral struggle, yeah. Like Paul said, I asked the Lord to take this thorn away from me, but he said, no, my grace is sufficient. And that's the way I feel about certain things in my life right now. He'll remove it if he wants to. But I just got to learn to lean on him even more. And not trust my understanding. Because as it says in Proverbs, so a man thinketh, so a man shall be. Basically says, so a man thinketh, so he shall be. I've learned to bite my tongue the last few days. I really have. There's been a lot of personal things going on that caused me wanting to rage. All I did was pray to God. Because there's a lot of ignorant people out there that don't understand. When you pray, you're supposed to pray like without ceasing. Basically be the widow that goes before the judge. That's how things can happen, as long as it's within God's will. That's why I don't understand Lent. Yes, I'm jumping all over the place, but there's a reason for it. Because what I'm talking about is man-made structures. Started off one way, but it all focused on the American church and the man-made structures that everybody likes to follow. What's wrong with you people? Religion is destroying everything. And by religion, I'm talking about your concept that can't be proven biblically. Yeah, and I'm going right back to you cessationists. There's a lot of you who have that fault. Pentecostals aren't much better. We like to sit there and divide everybody by our lines of theology because someone else taught us this theology. Oh, that's cute. Is there an exam to get into heaven? Because if so, I'll probably fail. But when we look at the apostles, they weren't the most learned men. They were everyday people. But Jesus chose them for a reason. And whoever may be saying this, Jesus chose you and chose me. Go share and spread the good word to the lost and undone. The lost and confused and the dying. Because guess what? We're all going to face judgment. Sometimes all it takes is a video or a meme. Have a great night.